So this morning I have arrived at Prohm, and I'm gonna see a few temples today and later just take it easy. But hopefully getting started kind of early, I won't feel so hot and sweaty. And the temple I'm going to today is the one featured, I believe, in the Tomb Raider movie, where you got the tree growing out of it. So very excited to see this. Oh, yes, to tell you, look, these are all the temples. After finishing Prohm, what a great temple. Now this one, compared to Angkor Wat or Angkor Thom, was much more influencer-esque. People waiting in line, wanting to get pictures, standing in front of the tree. They'd pose and then they would look up at it. And so they get a picture from behind. So influencer central in there. Either way, cool temple. Seeing the trees come out of the rocks was awesome. Well, on to the next ones. So we are at the next temples, and to be honest, I already forgot the name of this place, but they're all so cool. They have trees coming out of them. There's pieces of the temple that are broken, but in a beautiful way. And just all the details make these set of temples in Cambodia just incredible. Again, it kind of reminds me of Tikal in Guatemala in just the sheer size and scope. Like yesterday I walked around for, I don't know, 4 hours, and today I'm probably gonna get up there and it still doesn't cover it. Just the sheer size of how big this city was. And it's so cool to see how the jungle and the temple are just kind of one after all this time. So not a lot of people at this temple that my tuk-tuk driver dropped me off at. So I'm just taking my time, enjoying it. Sweating already. It is humid as heck. Later today is going to be a laundry day for $2. $2 you can get your laundry done. I'm going to throw in my hat too, see what they can do with it. And at this temple we have another face. All right, I think I have one temple left this morning. Now, as I've been walking around, seeing these 800 to 900-year-old temples, something that I've been thinking about is when I was in Spain a couple of years ago, a lot of those amazing churches were about the same age. So you have these religious structures in cities made 800-900 years ago, and you know, think about it. This is all people were doing. They weren't on their phones most of the day. They were building these places and working at it day after day for hundreds of years. So it's just another reason why these places are so dang impressive, and another reason why I just love to come to places like this and see these beautiful structures. So here we are coming upon the last temple that I am seeing. Prohm. Some of you will get that reference. Here's another cool thing about these temples. You can just kind of walk anywhere and see amazing views such as this. Let's give you a little frontal view. The funny things you see when you're at these touristy spots. And there's even signs everywhere saying, don't touch these sculptures. But what are you going to do? This place just keeps going and going. Well, that does it for Cambodian temples, and I can easily say the largest temple city structure I've ever seen. I've been to Teotihuacan, Tikal. This takes the cake. It is incredible, and what's cool about these temples is if you were to go twice, three, half a dozen times to the same temple, you would get a whole different experience. There is so much to see, so many little nooks and crannies to walk around in, so many details. It is awesome. And when you have it in ruin, surrounded by the jungle, you hear monkeys in the background, you see all the amazing architecture, and there are just fine details everywhere. Truly, truly awesome. I'm still in disbelief I'm here. Today was the first time I felt like really good after a whole day's worth of flights, catching up on sleep, going through Ho Chi Minh really quick. My brain's as good as it can be today, and it's still just overload for the senses. So after this, I asked my tuk-tuk driver to take me to the Cambodian killing field memorial. A lot of people don't know this, but the second largest genocide, or the largest genocide since the Holocaust, was in Cambodia. Very sad. 3 million people dead. The communists came to power because America, of course, started bombing in Cambodia because the Viet Cong were coming through the country, but they were bombing indiscriminately. And then the communist leader Pol Pot came into power, and then he systematically killed almost 3 million people. So it's a piece of history that is awful, and I just wanted to go to the memorial, pay respects, and after that, who knows? Shower, start laundry, get lunch, and maybe chill by the pool at the hostel for a bit. Just realize, when you look at this bridge, you see all these guys on both sides in the forms of these statues pulling. Obviously a lot of the heads are missing, but it's like they're pulling on this giant rope. Super cool. Oh, and by the way, the tuk-tuk driver, he's the brother of the guy who brought me from the airport to Siem Reap, which takes about an hour. He's a taxi driver's brother. And I was looking it up on Grab app. You can pay like $4 or $5 to get a ride out to the temples. But this guy, for $20, he said 15, I gave him a 20, just drives me around, waits until I'm back, brings me water. Very much worth it. So happy to pay a little extra for the nice service, and the people here have just been wonderful. So I've just finished walking through the Killing Fields Memorial here in Siem Reap, and whew, man, 25% of the Cambodian population died. 3 million people almost. And you look at the ways that people were killed, it's just really sad. And man, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words, just because, you know, I wanted to come here just to pay respects. I'm a history buff. I love learning about war history and stuff like this. There's sort of an eerie silence in this place that I think kind of hits you. You hear the sounds in the background. There's a temple. There's some monks that border this exhibit, and it's just me. I'm the only person on this tour, so it's just me and my thoughts, and nothing but wanting to pay respects to the people that had to suffer and die. And yeah, I hope this video did it a little bit of justice. Like I was saying before, it's the largest genocide after the Holocaust, and not enough people talk about it.